Hey folks, I'm Papa Boris, and in this video I'm going to play Mini Rogue on the highest difficulty with one of the two weaker classes in the base game. So I'll set our difficulty base game combat stance and jump into it. This video is going to feature a little bit more talking at the beginning than I did in the other ones, so if you don't really care about that, you can skip forward. So if you watch the previous two videos, I played as the Mage and the Priestess and just absolutely dominated the game. It was not even close. But now that we're switching to the Rogue and Crusader, we might start seeing some difficulty, and we might also start dying. I'm going to do the Crusader first. Some people think he's the worst character. He might be, but I still prefer him. I think he's more fun than the Rogue. But the Crusader has some problems. So unlike the two strongest classes, the Priestess and the Mage, the Crusader does not start with a potion. The Crusader's starting health is crappy, and also the Crusader has no starting gold at all, which I guess on the hardest difficulty is okay because you start with 3 less gold. So it's sort of fine, but, it's like, wow, what did the Crusader get for all these terrible starting disadvantages? And it's an armor. That's it. This just costs 5 gold at a merchant, and granted, you're not always going to see a merchant, and having it from the jump is, useful in some cases, but as you know, if you watch my strategy video, I think armor in this game is bad, so the fact that you start an armor, in my opinion, is not enough to justify the other crappiness of the starting resources. In addition, the Crusader's abilities kind of stink. So their exploration ability, raise the armor of all players by 1 for the next combat only. Well, I guess technically this is a card symbol, the next card only. It's a really weird one because armor doesn't do anything except in combat. So it's basically a combat ability that you have to invoke before the start of combat. Unlike all the other abilities which can be used outside of combat, this character pretty much only has abilities that apply in combat because there isn't some mechanic where like armor reduces trap damage or anything like that. Furthermore, the stun ability deals damage equal to twice your shield. So spending your character's hero power to raise your armor means that you're not able to do damage equal to twice your armor. And usually doing damage to the monster equal to twice your armor is better than just having an extra armor, because again, you're not going to go blow to blow with enemies, and you still have a maximum of 4 armor. So this is extremely narrow, like ludicrously narrow. It pretty much is only used if that 1 extra armor makes or breaks the difference between taking or not taking any damage whatsoever. Like if the monster has 3 damage and you have 2 armor, then in that situation you could bump it up to 3 armor and be sort of immune to damage as long as the monster doesn't roll a 6. But even then, it only matters if the stun wouldn't have just killed the monster in 1 round anyway. So it's kind of a weird thing where the exploration ability is pretty much non-existent, and since your combat ability hinges off of your armor, the Crusader basically has to pay a tax. Like, you have to collect armor as this character so that your stun is actually useful. Unlike the Mage, who just gets 7 damage out of the gate, you have to work your ass off getting up to 4 armor just to be able to do 8 damage with your stun. Now, if we're playing with the combat stances, which you should be, at least this means that you only have to get up to 3 armor, and then you use defensive stance to get up to the final 4th armor. So this becomes an 8 damage bomb. All right, let's go ahead and start. Alrighty, well, we start up with the monster. One nice thing about the Crusader in the early game is that you can fight most of the monsters. You pretty much only can't fight the ones who are armor piercing, but we change our stance to defensive. This thing now does no damage to us, and we hope he doesn't roll any 6s. Got a 5. Now you'll notice that I actually began with 8 health. That's part of the difficulty, is that you have 2 less health. I guess I should mention that the designer could have made it so that your like -3 gold actually counted against your health, but it doesn't. So the Crusader does get a freebie on the fact that the roguelike difficulty is -3 gold. We're essentially playing on harder difficulty, the second highest difficulty with the Crusader. So it's interesting because like this on the second highest difficulty is actually much harder than the Mage and Priestess on the hardest. So here it's kind of a frustrating thing where we can refresh our hero power, but there's nothing to do. This would just give me a shield for the next room, and obviously that does absolutely nothing. So here we could do a swap and just get an extra experience by killing this monster again. And that would help me try to level up. The alternative is to go to treasure and get a coin, because you do need coins so that you can buy potions to kill enemies with. Like, you still need to do the whole potion thing to splat mini bosses in the final boss. It's just that you also need to find gold to buy armor with. I'm gonna grab the treasure. It's a little bit tricky. I'm not actually sure what the best decision there is. All right, we unfortunately failed the skill check, but we got 3 coins because I guess we'd killed a monster beforehand. All right, now this monster is armor piercing, but that is fine. So this is where we're gonna go here. Change our stance to defensive, and now we have 2 armor, and then we stun it and just kill it for 2 coins. So I'm very happy to get 2 coins. Now if we find a merchant or a hunter, we can buy another armor. All right, tomb, we got +1 experience. Tremendous. Love it. All right. Really great first floor. Got 2 XP. Didn't take damage. Life is good. Okay, here we lost an armor and got blind. That is basically just horrifyingly bad. This is probably where, like, if I was playing by myself, I would just literally restart. Like, I just wouldn't even keep on playing at this point. It's like, there's no point. We just went through 1 floor. There's just no reason to keep on going where we lost the armor. That's just a devastating setback. Now here, let me take a look at the Spider Queen. We got 2. So normally this is actually an amazing mini boss to get, because with this mini boss as the Crusader, you just take no damage. So you get a free kill. But I lost my armor. So now, okay. We're gonna just do this. I'm gonna just get rid of the blindness, because you can't really keep playing with blindness, and I'm gonna heal. And then we're just gonna move on. And I'm just like, I've got a death wish. I'm just ready to die. And then start over. That's my attitude. So now this monster actually does not give me a free kill, because I lost my starting armor. Luckily, we rolled a 6, which is, okay, pretty good. But I would have taken some damage to get the experience. I just really want to level up as soon as possible. This one only gives 2 experience, so I don't actually even quite level up, but that's fine. So now I'll go get some treasure. This should be, I guess, 3 coins minimum, because of we fought the monster beforehand. Yep. Did not, unfortunately, get our 5 health. That would have been nice, but alas, can't always get lucky, and now we're up against the spider. So we don't have any potions, and we are going to get poisoned. What a brutal, just brutal turn of events. Let's stun it for 2 whole damage. And, yeah, let's see how long this takes to kill. So we got poisoned and took a damage. Let's start taking that poison damage. Yep. Aha, the monster missed, and, well, I got enough damage to kill, but I didn't take poison, which was nice. We've got to clear that poison, so this sucks. I would have loved to take 2, what's her face, 2 coins, but I can't. I have to get rid of that poison, or else we're just going to die. All right, ouch, lost 2 experience. I am in the 3rd level, and I cannot get up to level 2. This is just horrifyingly bad. Okay, bonfire. I think I have to go here. I think I just got to do this. We got to try to level up. And it sucks because I need food, I need health, I need all the stuff, but we got to just level up. Hopefully get food here. That would be nice. We got... Aha, we got food, or we could fight the ghost. So the ghost, unfortunately, hits for 2 damage, which means that with defensive stance, every time I got hit, I'd be losing an experience. God, losing that armor, man. Yeah, it was bad. So, well, we just move on. So we're going to have to try to buy armor from the merchants. Okay, we failed, so we're poisoned. Alrighty, that's great. I can't look forward to lose more experience. We're going to go here. I am just going to go balls to the walls Dickens here. We're just trying to level up because we need that second die. We're about to fight the other mini-boss. Here, I think I have to go for the empty shelter over the treasure just because I really need to try to land that 1 or 2 to get experience. And, okay, well, it's awkward. So, at least I get to get a potion. So, do I heal or do I clear the poison? I think we got to clear the poison away. Let's take a look at what this next room is in case I get... Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. All right. We're fighting a thing that hits for 4. And I still only have 1 HP, but I can't use my Crusader shield here because I need to save it for the ghoul. Alrighty. Well, let's see what I get here. Okay, so I did roll maximum damage. I think I just gotta go for it. I just gotta try to get a 3 on my die. All right, we got a 6 again. So I took 4 damage once. We finally leveled up. And now we can go here and have 2 dice. So we are going to switch to defensive so that we can use the Crusader stun. Pop. Now, every time this thing hits me, I lose an experience. I can do that once before I start regressing in level. We did get 10 damage there, which is quite fortunate. Now I switch to balance so I can maybe get crits off of all these 6s that I'm rolling. Need a little bit higher than average luck to actually get an 8. All right, this really is a problem because if I hit for 5, I'm going to get hit by this thing. And I am going to lose an experience and have to be rolling 1 die. I could use a feat to re-roll it, but if I re-roll it, paying experience, I actually lose a die immediately, and if I pay health, I'm just about dead. All right, we just have to roll a 3 next time on 1 die. I mean, it's just what we have to do. And we just barely got there. All right, so somehow we're holding on for dear life. I cannot... Oh, man, I just can't take the armor here. Like, as much as I need armor desperately, we also just really need that healing potion. Now, I'm going to drink it. It'll suck if I find the empty shelter, but I just can't afford to descend into something and have, you know, like something like this happen where I just hit the trap and die. In fact, yeah, I would have died if I hadn't done it. All right, so now we're at 0 food, which means we need to go here and get a food. I can't afford to be getting experience anymore. I have to be trying to survive. Trap or hermit? Well, I guess what I'll do is move here and swap. And now we can go here again and get another food. So at least we have plenty of food. What's going to happen? How am I going to level up? How am I going to heal? How am I going to get enough armor? These are very, very, very interesting questions. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a frisky move. We're going to trade an experience for coins, and I just hope I find a merchant and can trade this gold for 2 armor. So we'll go here. It's a little bit frisky. I might have something bad happen, but okay, luckily nothing happens. Nothing happens. I need a merchant. I haven't seen a merchant yet. I just need to find a merchant. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I can't use this crow because I pay a... I mean, I could go here and pay a coin. We're just going to have to, like, when you're behind, take risks. I just have to hope I make this trap. 50-50 chance. Got there. Got a holy potion, which is nice. And, hunters don't sell armor, so this is a problem. I think what I have to do here is just go to the hunter anyway and get healing and a potion. So we'll get frost, and we are going to heal so that if I have to fight this mini boss at the end of the 7th floor, I actually have a chance of killing it. Got to make this roll. Made it. Got an experience. I mean, I didn't get poisoned. That's the most important thing. I still can't find a merchant. Are we in desperate mode? No, we'll just go here. This is fine. I have a 1 in 3-ish chance of getting food. And actually, I got it. And I really needed food because I was out. Okay. Armory. I'm going to go here, even though I would prefer to go to the damp cave to try to find food. I'm actually going here because I just want to be in the middle and have a choice. So if one of these is a merchant, I'm able to get it and buy armor. Unfortunately, there's just no merchant today. Well, we can try to get a potion here. It means I should have really sold this holy potion if I do get it. Oh, no! We're either taking 3 health or fighting a shade. Let's see. That thing does 3 damage because I did not find a merchant. I spent all my money anyway, so I wasn't going to be able to have money at the merchant regardless. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm going to take 3 health. I was going to lose more than 3 health fighting that shade, so I just took 3 damage. We're still at 0 armor as the Crusader in the 3rd floor. It's not a good situation. Okay, so we're going to stun this thing, and now we only have 18 damage to chew through. It does hit for 6 with a curse. All right, that's cool. All right, it actually missed. So that is really lucky. It means I get to keep my frost potion, and I have a chance to roll 8 damage. It's not impossible. I rolled 4, but it missed again. Okay, all right, getting some luck here, getting some luck. It missed 2 attacks in a row. Now it finally hit me, but it's too late, so we just raw killed this thing. Now, I didn't spend my frost potion, which is fine. I get to take 2 coins. I need to find a merchant. I mean, I have to get armor. It has to happen. Otherwise, this is hilarious. Okay, this thing's hitting me for 8. It's hitting me for 8. Well, not much to do here, but pop this stun for a whopping 2 damage and see what I roll. All right. Well, it's hitting me for 8. I can't have that happen, so I guess we are freezing this thing. And I'll switch to balanced and try to roll 8 damage. My luck's gonna run out at some point, and that's where it happens. Now, this may seem like a bit of a leap, but I mean, we gotta try to roll it. We actually got a 6. Wow. All right, well, down goes the monster. We're almost up to level 3. There's the merchant. All right, now, unfortunately, I can only buy 1 armor here. This potion gets me up to 9 if I sell it. It's just not quite enough, so we buy an armor. And I guess I'll save my last coin instead of buying a health that probably wasn't gonna save me anyways. Okay, hermit. All right, well, I don't have any food, so we'll do the trick of sharing a meal and getting up 2 health that way. And tomb, hang on a second, that's my phone alarm. The tomb is interesting because the level up and the food would both be good since I'm trying to get here, but I think I gotta try to get a potion from this treasure. All right, we actually got it. We got the fire potion. You could have considered taking 2 coins to try to buy armor at the next shop, but I think that would have just been a little bit, like, too much of a stretch. All right, well, we have to pay a coin to this crow because we have no food. We're starving. We're at low HP. Shelter's a really good find here because it's going to heal me up to 10. And I might have wished I would have sold this potion here because I don't have room for another one. Now, I could take a poison potion, actually, but I'm actually just going to level up to 3. This maximizes my odds of making the checks on traps and just killing stuff if I find it. Do I want to do this? Like, this is where I wish I had 3 armor. Defensive stance, pop a stun for 8, roll 3 dice, deal 7 damage. As it is, I think I'm just going to go to the damp cave and hope I get a food so I don't lose 3 HP going to the next floor. And we got there. Now, I could fight a wraith. This would be, it hits me for 5 and it's 16 damage. Okay, let's do a no thanks on that. So at least we're not losing 3 health going down to the next floor. And then you, 10. I could kill it with my fire potion and then what? Get 3 gold so I can afford armor at the next shop. I mean, that's an idea. I could also go here. This one only sells potions for 2, which kind of sucks. All right, let's do it. So we change to defensive stance, we stun, and then I'll pop a fire potion if I need to because I don't want to get hit and lose half of my health. But I'm hoping that with 3 dice, I'm just able to get enough damage. And I did. All right, great. So 3 coins. I think I'm pretty happy about that versus going to the hunter and not accomplishing much. So we actually made it to the final floor. So win or lose, I'm going to be showing this video. Fire potion, unfortunately, I already have. So this is just a matter of luck now. I got to find a shop. I mean, I just got to find a shop. And this, okay. This treasure, I could fight a shade and get an armor. Or I could get a frost potion and throw out my holy potion. I could also get this. Or I could just heal for 2 guaranteed. Well, when you're behind, take risks. The frost potion make a huge difference, so we gotta just try it. We actually made it, but unfortunately we rolled a 1, so all we did is get a coin. All right, now trap. I could try to get a poison potion, but these other 2 are irrelevant. I mean, not irrelevant. This would be 2 rerolls, but then an armory would give me a reroll as well. So I'll just go to the armory and have more of a choice of what to get. And we actually got a max armory, so we get 3 rerolls in our pocket. Unfortunately, we do not find a shop. So, I mean, I could keep the holy potion for Og's remains so that if he stuns me, or so if he curses me, I can at least get rid of it 1 time. This might be like that weird situation where it actually does make sense to keep a holy potion going into it. But if I get the healing potion here, I could heal for 6. I think that's worth going for, so I'm gonna try it. All right, we make the check, but unfortunately, we are not able to get the healing potion. So do I swap the holy potion for a poison potion? This is actually a really important decision. I could either get basically 2 XP, which means 2 extra rerolls, or swap holy potion for poison potion and do damage to this guy. Man, that's tough. I actually think there's a really good chance that no matter what I do, I'm losing. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to get a couple of rerolls so that we can increase our odds of rolling crits and just getting super lucky and critting this guy to death. Facing the final boss with 1 armor and 10 gold that I never got to spend at the merchant is just hysterical. All right, so we have to switch to defensive stance to start so we can do Crusader stun for 4. And I do think it's important to do it on this first guy because it's just very, very important not to be cursed going into the second phase. Because if you're cursed and all your die rolls are down by 1, it just makes it completely impossible to lose. Now, you're rolling the cursed die, so if the cursed die does not roll the skull symbol, you won't get the curse effect, but it's just devastatingly bad. All right, this is actually really sad. I don't get to re-roll these crits because I'm in defensive, and they rolled a 2, so he is going to be hitting me for 8. 7 plus 13 is 20. Okay, so I got to use a feat to re-roll this miss. We got to get anything higher than a miss. Okay, luckily we did. Remember, you can only re-roll a single die 1 time. So this super high roll plus my fire potion means I kill the first phase, and for the second phase, I'm going to switch to balance, so if I get another 6, I can reroll crits. I can take 1 hit, healing potion to cure the poison. Basically, I've got 2 rolls to kill this guy, so let's see what happens. Oh my god, I actually rolled crits. Now, I have to really think about this, because if I reroll these and I get a miss, it'll be devastatingly bad. So what I'm going to do first, actually, is I'm going to use a feat to reroll my miss, just to see what I get, and it's a 3. Okay, now I have to really think about this. I could reroll crits and just try to kill him now, but I do have 10, and he's hitting me for 9, while minus 1 is 8, and I have a healing potion to cure the poison, so the poison won't kill me. I think what it actually makes sense to do here, the safest thing, is to just deal 15 damage. Take the hit, deal 15 damage, cure the poison, and now let's just switch to defensive stance so misses do a damage and roll 3 dice. Oh my god! We got there! I cannot believe it. Well, you know, that just goes to show Mini Rogue is a game that's got some skill to it. And even if the literal worst thing in the world possibly happens, where you're a Crusader who desperately needs armor and you lose your armor to a trap in like the second floor of the game, you can still make it. Gosh, I'm glad I was videotaping this because otherwise I really would have just quit once that happened. But instead we got to have an epic climb from behind. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.